It was the best of times. It was the worst of times. It was the age of wisdom. It was the age of foolishness. It was the epoch of hope. It was the epoch of incredulity. These profound words, found in the opening line of A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens, encapsulates the very essence of the French Revolution. A sweet scent of optimism must have pervaded the Versailles air on the morning of the 20th of June, 1789, when the tennis court oath was signed by 576 delegates from the Third Estate. However, soon the odious stench of decadence would prevail as the national razor devoured the children of the Revolution, just as Danton had predicted. Ultimately, from beginning to end, the French Revolution was a period of turmoil. Revolutionary activity subsided with the French Directory's accession to power in the aftermath of the Thermidor reaction, and effectively ended with the subsequent French consulate, which led to the coronation of Napoleon in 1804. But, nevertheless, a phoenix of revolutionary fervour emerged from the ashes of the French First Republic, and I adamantly believe that it continues to live on to the present day. Some of my earliest and fondest memories are of family holidays to France. This was the spark that ignited a blazing, ardent affinity for French culture and history. I was utterly enchanted by the spectacular paintings adorning the Louvre Museum that told a narrative of the French Revolution that words couldn't hope to convey. Among these were David's The Death of Marat, a masterpiece glorifying the man who rescinded the gains of the revolution at the mere stroke of a pen, pandering to the belligerents of the sans-culottes by brooding that 500 or 600 heads cut off would have assured their repose, freedom, and happiness. Hence, owing to my intense fascination with the French Revolution, I felt compelled to spend a month of my summer holidays attending a French language academy in Paris. There, I tread the cobbled alleys of the Quartier Latin, where Diderot and other such philosophers once roamed, whilst the havoc of the wistful world engulfed me from every kiosk and every overheard media broadcast. That summer, we witnessed the brutality of the Egyptian army attempting to disperse protests in Cairo's Tahrir Square. Undoubtedly, this event is comparable with the Champ de Mars massacre of 1791. Therefore, could it be indicative of things to come? Then, a few weeks later, Libyan rebels invaded Colonel Gaddafi's Tripoli compound in a manner similar in contour and intent to that of the insurrection of August 10, 1792, when the Tuileries Palace was taken by force. Could it be that man was born free, and everywhere he is in chains? During the latter years of the 18th century, France had become the epicenter of a seismic shift in European politics, which sent tremors throughout the archaic foundations of Western society. As a child, I played by the serene shores of Lough Swilly, where, not too far from my home, on the 12th of October 1798, Wolfe Tone was captured after a field rebellion orchestrated by the United Irishmen and their French allies. Wolfe Tone belonged to a new generation of bourgeois Irish Protestants who, having grown up in an Ireland incapacitated by the penal laws, sought to weave Rousseau's concept of the general will, as articulated in the social contract, into the fabric of a spiritless nation. This newfound sense of national unity fueled an insatiable longing for self-determinism. Ergo, for better or for worse, modern Ireland was born out of the chaos of the French Revolution. In addition to this, the Revolution also instigated countless political and social innovations. Namely, the seeds of modern feminism began to ferment when the Women's March in Versailles took place on the 5th of October 1789. Events such as these piqued the interest of Mary Wollstonecraft, who later published A Vindication of the Rights of Women in 1792, wherein she denounced the espousal of the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen, which advocated that the aim of all political association is the preservation of the natural and imprescriptible rights of man, rather than of men and women alike. The overthrow of despotism and the resulting counter-revolutions epitomizes Hegel's concept of the master-slave dialectic. Likewise, Karl Marx also drew inspiration from the radical Jacobin elements of the French Revolution when formulating the Communist Manifesto. For these reasons, and the far-reaching consequences of the French Revolution, I consider it a tragedy that one would subject himself only to the concerns of his own era and resign his conscience to the conventions of the society he currently finds himself in. For what is the purpose of history, if not to shape the future?
Thank you very much. There was a lot in that, and I wonder if you'd like to put out for us what you think were one of the most important ideas coming out of the French Revolution for modern society.
A lot of the ideas of the French Revolution were in circulation for many years before. It was really the embodiment of the Enlightenment era. If we take it into consideration in the broadest possible context, there's also things like Locke's treaty on two government, I think it was, where he advocated the right to revolution, the right to overthrow government. I think the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen is really what prolonged revolution. A lot of the ideas that were instilled within that, as I said, came from Rousseau and the likes of the other philosophers. And I would say the ideals of liberty, I should say it in French actually, liberté, égalité, fraternité, and those propagate throughout the ages. We see it in the Arab Spring, we see it all around the world in revolutions that have happened since then, such as the Russian Revolution, the communist, other communist regimes and stuff. Also, what else was I going to say? Apologies. I'll just leave it at that. I think I've kind of...